Well, that's interesting. I don't return gifts very often. The hassle is just
it's so
too
much.
much.
Work, right? Yeah, it's like, how much do you really not like the gift?
Yeah. But it's nice to know that they have a warehouse that they just resell them all.
Yeah.
Makes
options.
sense.
That's good.
All right. And here in Oklahoma City, we are seeing much better weather today. Although the wind, I mean, driving into work was just...
You gotta have the hat, hair tied up.
Oh my gosh,
it is really
it was
windy
crazy
out there, and it's going to be windy out there all afternoon long. And with that wind and the warmer weather, we are monitoring the risk for some fires. There's still a little hot spot down in McCurtain County. Other than that, it's been a pretty quiet afternoon so far. There was a very brief grass fire in Lincoln County. That has, at least from what I've seen on radar, looks like it's gone away. Plenty of clouds coming in from the southwest. And that is also where our wind is coming, which has made us very warm. Some of us are already into the middle 70s and, of course, very windy. This system is going to continue off to the east. Maybe some showers in extreme southeastern Oklahoma looking like tomorrow and even into Friday night, the chance for some drizzle here. It's a very weak disturbance as it passes over, so our rain chances aren't going to be completely zero Friday night, but they are still very low. The more high-end rain chances, or at least elevated rain chances, come in after the New Year. New Year's celebrations here in Oklahoma ought to be nice and dry. By midnight, it'll be a little chilly, but certainly not cold. And then we get to Monday. Central Oklahoma dry line sets up. We're going to have storms fire off, likely east of here, but we'll hold the rain chances for us here in central Oklahoma. If this storm system goes any slower, we could nudge those storm chances a little bit farther to the west. But for right now, the best storm chances look to be in eastern Oklahoma and off into Arkansas as that system pulls out. And farther down the line, we get a little cool toward the back end of the 9-day, but not any kind of cold shock like what we got last week. So here's what we're looking at for New Year's weekend itself. New Year's Eve afternoon, high 60 degrees, a few clouds still overhead through the overnight period, 44 by the time we ring it in. So it will be chilly out there at midnight, but definitely not cold. I would not call it cold. And New Year's Day looking really pleasant as well, 63 here in Oklahoma City. Finally, some more people out on the ice skating rink here in downtown. It was empty earlier. That has filled in on our Pike Pass Skycam network. 59 out at Will Rogers. Here's the wind we're talking about, though. 31 with a gust of 37 miles per hour, and the humidity has been dropping here in Oklahoma City as well. Temperatures getting into the 70s all out in the west, and as you head farther to the east, upper 50s into the low 60s almost. We'll see that progress as we go through the next couple of hours with wind gusts across the state. I mean, you see all the red on this map. That's wind gusts 25 to 40 miles per hour, in some cases closer to 45. And out there where it is really windy, where we've got those 30 to 35 and 45 mile per hour gusts, it's also incredibly dry. We got relative humidity values in western Oklahoma in the teens. And as I mentioned, it has been dropping a little bit here in central Oklahoma. So as far as fire risk goes, western Oklahoma, high fire risk today with the highest wind gusts, also the lowest humidity values. Those will bottom out around 10 to 20%, and we'll extend that moderate fire risk through most of central and into northeastern Oklahoma, as well as south central Oklahoma. So just something to keep in mind today. It's so windy outside. If you're dealing with anything that has an open flame, be very careful with that. 76 this afternoon, though, in Woodward, 75 in Alva. It is going to be very, very warm. 75 Alto and Altus. As you head toward I-35, those temperatures drop off just a little bit, but still pretty warm for this time of year. 64 Oklahoma City and in Stillwater, 66 in Ponca City. Overnight is looking incredibly mild once again. We only fall back into the mid 40s, maybe some low 40s to 30s up to the northwest, and chillier out in the panhandle for sure, but no one incredibly cold. A very weak front moves through or into the state as we go through tomorrow afternoon, so that'll drop temperatures in the northwest a little bit back into the 50s. A lot of us still able to get into the lower 60s tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, chance for a stray shower in southeastern Oklahoma, and then the far southeastern corner of the state, maybe a little bit more scattering of those showers as that front starts to pull through. And Friday afternoon, we'll take another step down, but still stay plenty warm for this time of year. 50s for a lot of us, low 50s up to the north, mid 50s here in central Oklahoma. And then the chance for some drizzle Friday into Friday night, and the better chance for rain and scattered showers down in southeastern Oklahoma. So most of us will be staying dry with that overnight system on Friday. Again, looking nice and dry for our New Year's celebration. Still keeping an eye on Monday and looking quiet after that. That's all we got for now. Don't go anywhere. News 9 is going to be right back after this break.